Hello ability powered gamers, and welcome to this week's add-ons for accessibility. This week the first add-on we're going to enable is an add-on that's really popular amongst other ability powered gamers. I asked on Twitter and Facebook what an add-on was that everyone used, what their favorite one was for accessibility. And this one come up a lot. It's for general UI use. You can use it in all aspects of the game. We're going to enable it. It's called Bartender4. Now Bartender4 helps you with UI. Now, you saw before I enabled it how spread out that toolbar was? Look how small and concise my new toolbar is. But it doesn't have to be that way. Bartender4 lets you make your UI however you need it. Let me show you some of the settings. Once it's enabled, Bartender4 adds an icon on your minimap. Right clicking it brings up options. Now, look how many options Bartender4 has. We have up to 10 bars that we can enable. We can keep on them all. However you need your bars set up, this is an add-on to do it. You can set up modifiers. If you need, you want to press Alt, Control, Shift to cast a spell on yourself, there's a button for that. It'll show you if people are out of range, if your target's out of range, if you're out of mana. You can have mouse over casting modifier if you just want to mouse over the button. Drop down and you can select whichever one you want. Alt, Control, Shift. And like I said, you can have as many bars as you want. Well, up to 10. And if you need extra, you just hit enable. And a new bar will open. Another thing that I really love about this add-on, it keeps profiles. So once you set it up on one tune, you can just go to it. Go to existing profiles. Click the tune that you've already got it set up on, and you can copy. You don't have to set Bartender up every time you make a tune, which is really nice. Another thing, let's look at the bars themselves. Okay, so my bar number 1's enabled. Let me turn number 2 off so you can see number 1's actions a little bit better. Let me disable the rest of them. You can see I have lots of bars set up. There we go. Okay, so bar number 1, check it out. You can see it right here. It's just a bar. Now, if I need to scale it, I can make my bar huge. See how big the buttons are? I can read all the text much easier for my macros I had set up. And then I can move it back down to a size that I need. The smaller size, less mouse movement, which is what I'm all about here at Ability Powered. You can add padding between the buttons to space them out more, or just crunch them up, however you prefer your bars to be. You can have as many buttons as you want. 12 is the norm, but if you just want 3, you can just have 3. If you want 4, 4, you can put it back to 12. say you don't want all your buttons in one straight line. You want them in a square. You can do that. Look, number of rows, set it to 3. See how my icons are all in a square now? You can put button locks. You can hide macro tags, hide hotkeys. You can click through the bar. And by click through, it just means you can't click on the buttons. So if you just need a bar up with like what you've got, what letter is keybound to which ability, you can leave it up and don't worry about accidentally clicking it. Not only can you do this with your ability bars, you can do it with your bag bar. Your extra action button, which being able to move this was huge during some of the raids. Your macro menu, down where your character portrait and everything is, change it. Your pet bar, there's a stance bar, vehicle bar, reputation bar. You can add the Blizzard art bar, so you will still have that Blizzard feel. You can line your buttons up on it, put Griffin or a lion at the end, or you can just set the squares like I have. Also your XP bar, you can scale it, make it different sizes. Each bar also has different options you may have saw up here. Visibility, you can make it fade out if you don't want to see your buttons all the time. Poof! They're gone. They're gone until you mouse over them. And you can adjust the, you know, how much you can see of it. You can make them delayed. You can hide them in combat. There is so many things you can do to set your bars up. Now the scaling is really important. Oh, wait. Forgot I was going over this. You can do smart targeting, mouse overcasting, positioning. Like I said, I mean, there's so many different options just for the individual bars. So, we have a bar down here. Let's turn our visibility back on. There we go. Now, we've got our bars scaled the size we wanted. But let's say this is way too low for me. I need to be able to click on ability up here. Like I need to be able to target a mob and attack it quick. Easy. This time we're going to left click and you can see a preview of where all of our bars are. Here's our vehicle bar, extra action button, bar 10, bar 1, our bags. If you need your bags at the top of the screen, poof, done. If you need your abilities in the middle of the screen, done. Then you just hit lock, and there they are. Now, let's go see why this is important. If we can get off the elevator. There we go. So say I'm out questing. Oh no, there's bad guys. I can target, and I can move, barely move, to be able to hit my attack button, see? If that's still too far for me to move my mouse, hit bartender, move the bar up even more, lock it back down, so I can target the bad guy, get the ability, less mouse movement. Bad guy, ability. I'm barely having to move my mouse, as opposed to having to like drag it back and forth around the bottom. Like I would have if it was the default UI. And this is Bartender4. I absolutely love it. I do not play without it. So, I mean, there's not much more of an endorsement that I could give it than, you know, this is one of those add-ons that I use all the time. And you can get it on Curse. They're in the add-on downloader. You can get it on the website. I'll put a link below. But yeah, it's just, like I say, for everyday questing, everyday use. Bartender4. So, what about you guys? What add-ons do you use for accessibility? If you have one that you would like for me to show on Add-on Spotlight, leave me a comment below. I would definitely check it out and make a video so we can share it with others. Do you use Bartender4? Again, leave me a comment. Let me know how you set yours up. Do you leave it standard? Do you make squares? Do you put them all over your screen? Give me the details in the comments below. And we'll see you next time on Ability Powered. Oh, the joys of filming live. I should probably move indoors.